If you've been unclear at all, really confused about who your ideal clients are, and you're saying to yourself, I don't know who my ideal clients are, who my market is, who I'm targeting, how do I find these people, how do they find me? Then the problem is right now that you're having, the biggest problem is that you don't have any clients coming in, and clients are the lifeline or the bloodline or the heartbeat that keeps our businesses thriving, right? So without clients, we're not making cash. We don't have cash flow, and without cash flow, our businesses can't survive, right? So we want our businesses not just to survive, but to thrive. So in order to make sure that we are doing just that, we need to know who it is we're serving. So we talked in the last video about niche marketing, right? In a previous video. Today, I want to focus on exactly who your target market is so that you can become an attractive brand that magnetizes the people, the very people that you want to serve. And you know what's funny and not so funny, because it's so simple, it's like right in our faces, but we don't often see it. The reality is your ideal clients, you want to know a secret? I alluded to this in the previous video, but since you're here, the ideal clients that you want to serve are the people that you want to work with. The ones that you light you up, that bring you so much joy and so much energy. The people you have so much passion for. And you want to work with those that you get the best results for. And the reason why you're going to get the best results for them are because they're individuals who actually have a strong work ethic. They want to do the work. They don't mind. They understand what, investing with you means. They understand that you can't work a miracle, right? Only God can work the miracle. But if they are confident in who they are and the kind of work that they know that they can do, and based on what you provide, the solution that you bring, and you are working with these individuals and they're willing to roll up the sleeves and get in the trenches and do the hard work with the understanding that you are somewhat of like, you're considered the shortcut to their path of success, right? Because you have already paved the way, you're miles ahead of them or a few steps ahead of them, and you can get them from where they are right now to where they want to be. These are your ideal dream clients. So you get to choose who those people are. They get to choose you too. Okay, you've got to be the right coach for them, or the right consultant, or the right service provider, whatever your role is. But with the understanding that you're not talking to everybody, because you are not for everybody and everybody is not for you. And you want to know what else? I'm going to tell you a little secret. Let me come close. The people that are considered your ideal dream clients, that I like to refer to as your champagne clients, are the people that, the person, I'll say in this case, that you are today, that you once were, or the person that you are becoming, right? Like, ta-da, like just that simple. You get to choose who it is you are serving. And I definitely would strongly recommend, right, that this is not like a new role for you. Like, you have to some degree, some level of understanding as to what they're going through, actually a deeper level of understanding, right? So if you were that person, or you are that person, or you're becoming that person that you're wanting to show up for and serve, and you have the solution for this individual, that means that you have some experience, right? Some background, some understanding as to what their pain points are, what their problem is, what they desire, what their urgent needs are. But you've got to get very intimate with these people. You've got to really get deeply concerned about what they're going through and how you can help them. You have to genuinely be in a place of caring to provide the solution to whatever they are dealing with right now. Do you understand what I'm saying? And so do make sure that you have experience in this area that you're promising to deliver on. Like, don't tell people that you can help them reach $1 million when you've not reached $1 million. Don't tell them that you can help them transition out of their terrible toxic job when you've never dealt with a toxic job, or you're still in your toxic job, right? Don't tell people you can help them lose weight and get healthy and feel sexy and get more energy back when you haven't done that for yourself, and you're sitting up here overweight, or not feeling confident in your own skin. And you know what I mean? Like, only tell people that you can help them achieve what you've already achieved for yourself. Because oftentimes when people fall into this imposter syndrome, it is because they are promising to over-deliver in an area that they've not achieved for themselves. So if you haven't actually achieved the result that you're saying you can get for somebody else, then girl, don't be telling them that you can get them the result. Do you know what I mean? So let's just stick to what we know. And I always say, if you don't exactly know what to do or where to start where you are, work with what you have, and do what you know. The easiest thing that comes natural to you, the things that you have been through, the experiences that you've had in life, right? Or in your professional career, in business, or whatever the case may be. You've gone through the journey yourself. You have steps, you have a framework, you know exactly how to get them from point A to point B, from point B to point C, and so on, all the way down the alphabet, okay? But we know how to get them the results, okay? If they follow the instructions, everybody's not promised the exact same results, but nevertheless, if they do everything that you say and they put in the work, they understand that they're going to get some results, whatever that might be. They're going to have a transformation with the information that you provide to them, right? So, having said that, how do you know who your target audience or market is so that you can target them? Hence the word target audience or target market, your ideal client. I want you to really get crystal clear. So I'm going to provide you with some clarity today. The first thing I'd like for you to do is make sure that you think back on some experiences that you've had, that you've dealt with, right? In the area, the realm of whatever it is that you are attempting to help somebody else with. So say, for example, you are someone who could not lose, like you had some, I don't know, like maybe you had some sort of ailment, right? Like a chronic condition that you've tried everything to get help for, and you were misdiagnosed. None of the medication that the doctors put you on helped. None of the exercises you tried helped. None of these things that you've tried before worked. But eventually you came up with these, recipes, these very specialized recipes with these very specific ingredients in this recipe. And you notice that over time, over a period of time, in addition to you doing maybe some exercises and eating these recipes with these very specific ingredients, that the pain started to subside. And then one day you noticed that you weren't feeling this pain anymore, right? So now this is just one of a million examples I'm giving you, right? So now you have a process that you can put in place. You have the steps that you actually took to get there. You have a framework that you can create from this journey that you've been on, that you can take your clients on and get these results for as well, okay? So think long and hard about what those steps are, what your process was to get you from where you were to where you are now. And then, go ahead and jot that down, make sure you have all this in place. And then you want to make sure that you really understand the needs of your person, your avatar, right? Name him or her, okay? I'm going to say her, I serve women, but her, him, whoever he or she or they are. And make sure that you not only know just the geographical stuff, right? So don't just say something vague like what you're taught a lot of times by some of these gurus out here who'll just say, oh, you just need to know, I said geographics, that too, but demographics. Yes, you need to know if they're male or female, if they're a grown person or if they're youthful. If you're talking to someone who's between the ages of 25 to 35 versus someone that might be a Gen Xer who's 44, I think is where it starts, to 55, 60, whatever the age range is, or a baby boomer or a millennial. Like, these are different groups of people that if you say whatever your messaging is around the person, the solution that you have for them, it's going to sound very different to somebody who is of these different age groups, right? Because they're at a different place in their journey, right? So get very specific on their gender, yes, get very specific on their age group and where they live and all of that jazz. But what's even more important, I would definitely say this is where you need to hone into, is their psychographics. What do they feel? What's the thing that they wake up thinking about? What is it that keeps them up at night? What are they worried about? What's their biggest concerns or their greatest challenges? How do they show up every day, right? What are their specific pain points? What brings them joy, lights them up, makes them happy? What are their strongest desires? But also, what are their low points, right? Are they crying when nobody's looking? Are they wishing for something that hasn't happened for them yet, but they're praying for an answer that only you happen to have? And only in the way that you can deliver it can they understand it because you've been through it. You know what I mean? So what's their strongest desires? What are their urgent needs? What can you do to not only meet but exceed their expectations, because you know specifically what they're going through right now? What are their darkest, deepest secrets? Who do they have to talk to? What are their outlets, right? And so it's not just about where they shop, what they read, what kinds of restaurants they eat at, do they drive a high-end car? Yes, those things matter, but they don't matter as much as the psychographics, what people are thinking and what they're feeling. So that's the next step. Make sure you understand and list out, thinking back again on your own personal experience. What was that for you? How did you get through those tough times, right? How did you figure out how to get out of this hole, this deep, dark hole that you never thought you can get out of? If you're a financial expert, if you are an educator, if you are a therapist, a doctor, a lawyer, I don't know if I said teacher, a coach, a consultant, if you are whatever expert or service provider that you are, there's so many things out there, personal trainers, health and wellness coaching, I don't know, whatever they are and whatever your role is that you play, just get very, very specific on what that looked like for you. But go back. It might, and this is also true. When you go back to revisit these tough times, it might put you in that dark place again. But we need to go through that ourselves so that we can really remember what it was like when we were there. Because sometimes we tend to forget, right? Some people are really humbled by the experiences, like I am, like you might be. But then some people make it to a level of success and they forget where they came from. Everybody starts somewhere. So, wherever that person is in the journey that you're trying to help, beginning, middle, or end, well, towards the end of the journey, whatever the destination is they're trying to reach. That sounded so final, I had to change that. That is what you need to be focused on. Okay, so I just want to make sure that you're crystal clear in who you're serving, who you are selling your service to, who you are speaking to when you create content, what your marketing message needs to look like. It's all going to be based on who you're talking to, who you can get the best results for, who you want to work with, because you know that once they do the work required to get the dreams or to get the results desired, then they can live this dream life by getting this transformation that you can help them achieve. Okay? So get crystal clear on who by diving deeper into the psychographics so that you can get into their minds, get into their hearts, get into their souls by going back through your own journey so that you can connect with them, these individuals who's tuning in to listen to you, so that they know without a shadow of a doubt that you are that one who can help them, who can support them, who can help to achieve the desired outcomes that they've been craving right? So that they can live the life that they dream of, desire, and deserve. And as a result, so can you. So ask yourself this question. At the end of the day, what are the testimonials I want to be known for? Because I want you to keep that in mind as you are helping people through these challenging circumstances and these different things that they're looking for you to help them with. After it's all said and done, and you help them get the result, imagine what that's going to feel like for you, right? So take that with you as your work for today. I'm giving you some homework to do, okay? And drop in the comments right now to let me know if that's crystal clear for you. What other questions do you have that I can do maybe in a follow-up video? I'm really here to support you and help you. So I hope that this was this provided you with the clarity that you needed in order to help you succeed or at least get to the next step, okay? So I'm gonna tune out while you tune in. As always, and until next time, I am wholeheartedly in this journey with you. Bye for now.